Hey Sagittarius, welcome to your May reading. If you are new to the channel, welcome. It is so good to have you here. If you've been here before, welcome back. This is going to be Sagittarius's May energy update reading. Let's see what Spirit has in store for you and what May has in store for you, my beautiful Saggies. All right. Let's get into it. What do my Sagittariuses have to look forward to this month, Spirit? Thank you. The Page of Pentacles. And what is the lesson my Saggies are going to be learning? 10 of Wands and the 6 of Cups, both reversed. All right, what is the spiritual guidance here? Thank you. The 6 of Wands and the 8 of Pentacles upright. And then what is the overall energy? Thank you. We have the 6 of Pentacles and the 8 of Wands. 6 of Pentacles reversed, 8 of Wands upright. And bottom of the deck, 10 of Pentacles. That's a good sign. All right, I'm going to pull some clarifiers now. Can I get a clarifier for this Page of Pentacles? Thank you. We have the Queen of Cups, the Knight of Cups, the 9 of Cups reversed, and the King of Wands reversed. Wow. Okay, let's see. Can I get a clarifier for this 10 of Wands and the 6 of Cups, please? We got the Star card upright and the 6 of Wands reversed. Can I get a clarifier for this spiritual guidance? Oopsie. Okay, we got 8 of Wands upright, Knight of Swords upright, and 5 of Swords reversed. So that's the 8 of Wands upright twice in this reading. Can I get a clarifier for the overall energy, please? Thank you, Spirit. Serenity reversed and Queen of Swords reversed. Okay, so let's get into your reading now, Sagittarius. So for the month of May, what I'm really feeling is we are stepping into a new sense of security, a new sense of understanding how to bring things forth into our physical reality, becoming master manifestors, making more money, coming into more financial stability. And with this, what I'm getting very clearly is this is because you have been really listening to your heart and understanding the motivations behind why you do the things that you do. And when they're done from a place of love, when they're done from a place of service and giving completely from your heart, that you get ultimately recouped tenfold by the universe. It's like you become way more blessed when you know you're just giving from your heart and you're aligned with what you are putting out into the world, whether that is your gifts, whether that is your work, whether that is a thought or a word or an action. You're coming more from the heart, and when you're aligned to the heart, it's harmonizing in a frequency of abundance for all that is and all that's coming into your reality. And with this 9 of Cups and the King of Wands reversed here, ultimately what I'm getting is like you're working on fulfilling all of your heart's desires, and this need to understand where you're going, there needs to be almost like a clarity and a commitment around your voyage, around your trajectory or the path that you are willing to take in order to have all the things that you want. There needs to be this commitment here, not only to spirit and source, but to yourself and what you're willing to link to in your future version of what it is that you want, the future container that you're creating, the future legacy that you're stepping into, whatever that might be. Not only are you gaining more prosperity this month and a little bit more foundation in your physical reality around resources when it's aligned to the heart, but there's this really clear need, and I'm a Sagittarius, so it's interesting that this is coming through right now, and I'm like, okay, where have I been unclear about what it is that I want? And like, where am I not 100% committed to that one thing, that trajectory, right? That I have my eyes set on. Where am I wavering in that? And I know exactly where that is now that this is coming through. But that is what is needed here, is the clearness, what your heart truly desires, that commitment to it, and only seeing that and not letting anything else get in the way of that. Okay, Sag. I feel like I've just said that to myself. I'm like, did you hear that? Do you get that? Okay. Okay, so the lesson that we're learning is the 10 of Wands reversed and then the 6 of Cups reversed. The things that we want and that familial aspect, that having that really strong foundation, does not have to come from this oppressive state. Things don't have to be hard and heavy. You don't have to carry this burden alone. Like that, you can have literally everything that you desire, the family you desire, the foundation you desire, all the things that you want in this world that are aligned with foundation, family. Like 6 is all about family. It's all about foundation. We are in a 6 master builder year right now. We're recreating our foundations as a tribe, you know, as a society, as a globe. Like we're seeing what isn't working and we're restructuring, and it may be happening more on a cellular level right now and not so much out in the macro world quite so much, but there's going to be some sort of shift and uprising and revolution to shift us into that. We've already, if you sign up for my cosmic newsletter, you know, we've already had this split between new earth and old earth, and the old 3D paradigm, and shifting into this new 5D paradigm. And so with that, it's all about alignment. It's not about this oppression. It's not about carrying all the weight by yourself. It's not about trying to figure it out or doing hard work. It's about aligning and getting in sync and harmony with that thing that you want. And when you're in sync and harmony and you commit to it, there's that commitment aspect again. I just did a post on this on Instagram, which is so funny because that was all channeled too. But when you commit to that thing, like not only do you get to take inspired action when you feel the need to, but you take those baby steps forward, and that commitment lets the universe know that you're fully on board. So then the universe backs you too and starts to make things happen to where it's not all on you. It's not all, you know, you having to do the work. You just have to be able to not let fear interject here and be able to step into the abyss of the unknown and allow yourself to be really fucking uncomfortable in the unknown, but also being the star of your life and not letting anything kind of steer you off course when it comes to you and what you want and the alignment of what you are putting into place. So you see there's a star here. She's sitting in meditation, but she's got her eyes open and is looking up, and there's these 3 white dots kind of coming into alignment. So this is all about aligning to who you are and what you want and committing to those heart's desires. And when you do, knowing as you take those steps forward into the unknown, into the abyss, it's going to be uncomfortable. It's going to be a stretch. It's going to feel like nothing is happening for a while because you can't quite see what's in front of you. But you just have to know that because you're committed, number 1, because your heart is completely in it, number 2, and because you're taking those steps forward, number 3, that the universe is going to move mountains for you. The universe is going to take any roadblocks out or remove any obstacles to get you to where you need to be, to get you to that heart's desire in the quickest way possible. And so with that, the spiritual guidance is to only take inspired action, to move forward on the things that your heart automatically links to. If it's a fuck yes within you, a soul yes, you say yes to that. No matter if it scares you, no matter, don't take time to think about it. You wait. If you get that initial yes, you move forward on it. You say yes and you crown that thing as yours. You have to claim it. This is that energy of claiming it. This is that 6 of Wands. Whew. Okay. Once we claim it, that's that commitment, right? And then working on your craft, working on your gifts, focusing on yourself and the things that make you a better version of you every single day. Because this isn't about anything outside of yourself. Honoring that you just have to keep focusing on who you are and being the better version of yourself each and every day that helps you align to that thing that you want, that helps you align to those soul desires. Only choosing those things and knowing that you're like literally building the plane as you fly it. You are catalyzing and becoming the alchemist in your life. You're turning lead into gold. You're hammering these things out in your physical reality that is, work done from a place of love, not only for yourself, but the things that you so desire and the things that you want. And with that, you have the Eight of Wands. So pay attention to signs and synchronicities. Pay attention to the things that are coming into your reality. Pay attention to what spirit is bringing to you, whether that's through songs or angel numbers or animal spirits or a article or a commercial on the radio or TV, like the things that pop into your physical reality, into your consciousness, into your subconscious through your dream states, paying attention to all these things. This is the universe literally telling you, this is what's coming. Oh, I just saw the 1111. Okay, this is exciting. This is what's coming. This is a new beginning. You're on the right track. If you see 1111, that's the pillars of truth saying this is your truth and you're about to walk through those pillars. You're on the right track. Whatever you were thinking right then, keep thinking that thought, keep yourself in that empowered state of claiming it, knowing that you deserve it, knowing that it's yours. If you claim it, it's yours. It just is. You can't get caught up in doubt. You can't get caught up in the worry or fear. That's this Five of Swords here. When you're caught in indecision, that indecision, there's no room for indecision when you've committed. So the way that I can kind of relay this in a way, when we think about, or if you've ever heard anybody, I'm trying to think of what superstars, like I feel like Beyonce, or some other, maybe like Jay-Z or some other like rap stars, that they didn't let anybody tell them or dictate that they couldn't get where they were going. Even Lady Gaga, I feel like, has said something like this. It's just like, you've got to believe in yourself so much and believe in your dream, believe in what your heart is asking for. Like, you have to believe in that so succinctly, so like the belief has to be so strong that nothing anybody says or that anybody brings to the table can sway you from that thing, right? And when you're that committed to whatever that is, like let's say you fall in love with somebody and you're like, that is my wife or that is my husband, and you are so committed to that, you can't sway off the path and start dating other people, because then you're letting the universe know that you're willing to renegotiate. You're willing to have something else because this hasn't panned out yet. And if it's something that's your heart is asking for, that commitment needs to be there. That 100% commitment needs to be there. And so whether this is your career, whether this is a relationship, whether this is you stepping into a business that you are fully committed to, wanting to work out, like you have to fully get behind it and start taking those steps. And the commitment is key, because the consistency needs to happen behind that. And when you're consistent, when everything is aligned, mind, body, and spirit, 100% the universe is going to conspire in your favor, get behind you, move those mountains, and make shit happen. So you have to understand what thoughts and things that you're putting into your vortex. Remember, this is an alignment that needs to happen. So you have to not only be aligned mind, body, and spirit, but your thoughts, your words, and your actions, the things that you're taking inspired action on, they all have to be coherent and in synchrony. That's not the right word. In sync, or like symphony together, right? Like they all have to work together and be at the right vibrational frequency. They all have to say yes. I had this really interesting download the other day when I was talking to my guides about the frequency of abundance. And what they were saying was, if you want to be in the frequency of abundance at all times, it comes back to a state of love. So when we tap into love, when we tap into gratitude, when we tap into being thankful and can see the beauty in all things, the silver lining in all things, we literally expand our hearts, we expand our container, we expand all of our cells and our cellular DNA, and everything becomes attuned to all that is. And when that is when you're turned on that much on a cellular level, all of your nerve endings are awakened. And if you've ever felt the hand of God, if you've ever felt like you don't know where you end and the beginning of something else happens, the outside world happens, you have felt the hand of God. You have been touched by source energy in that moment, right? And so a lot of times when we have climaxes and full body orgasms, that's, you're opening up in that type of reality, right? Where you're open to all that is, all of your chakras are open, and you've touched the hand of God. You've touched source energy in that moment. I'm getting like chills just talking about this. So when you do that, when you're open to seeing things from beauty, from a place of love, from a place of gratitude and thankfulness, and knowing that all things are love, all things are interconnected, and really getting beyond the physicality of living in this 3D dimension, right? When you get to that point, that is the frequency of abundance. That is literally being tapped into all there is, and that is literally being tuned in, turned on, and totally attuned to the frequency of abundance. So when you know that something's going to happen, when you know without a shadow of a doubt that that thing is meant for you, whatever that is, like I said, if that's your career, if that's a person, if that is children that you're supposed to have, if you are so in sync with that thing that nobody else can tell you otherwise, and it doesn't matter who says what energy comes in, that you are steadfast in that, literally it has to show up. It is law. It's the law of assumption. It's the law of the universe. Like, it's the law of quantum physics. The atoms are so small in the quantum field that they will literally bend to your will, but you have to be so committed, so fully behind it, and so aware of what energy you're putting in, what energy you're dumping into your vortex. But if it's all aligned, it is going to show up. And then the last piece of this, your overall energy, here's that 8 of Wands again. Here are those signs and synchronicities. You need to pay attention. You need to be hyper aware of all the stuff that's coming into your consciousness, into your physical reality. Spirit is telling you exactly what's coming and exactly where you're out of sync. So pay attention there. And this 6 of Pentacles here, you're not the beggar anymore. You are literally the one giving the handouts. So you have to hold that energy of knowing that all these things are going to sync up for you. All these things are coming for you because you're deserving, because you're worthy, because you have believed in yourself and you have committed. You have said fuck yes to that thing that you want, that is your heart desire, your heart's truest desire. And with that, the universe gets behind you 1000% here. And then with that, there's this Serenity and Queen of Wands. You need to hold steadfast in that knowing. Be serene and peaceful around it. And there's no question about it, right? It's not like, oh, I'm swinging into doubt. Oh, if it's a person, oh, they're with somebody else. Are they with somebody else? Are they dating? It's not any of that. It's like, nope. They're meant for me. They're coming in when they are meant to come in. It's going to be perfect. It's going to be beautiful. And it's done. It's done. I'm just moving on with my life. I'm taking care of the things I need to take care of. I'm working on my craft. I'm giving from a place of love. I'm sharing from a place of love. I'm only aligned to my heart's desires, and that is it, right? And being so tempered in your thoughts in each moment. This is that eclipse season happening right now. This is kind of the moon we're in right now. Let's see. Oh, I don't have it here. I think it's a waxing, or a waxing gibbous moon that we're in right now. And so with this, just understand that like your thoughts have to be really sharp, and you have to be at peace with everything that you're calling in, and knowing is going to come. Okay, so now we're going to get into animal spirit. What animal spirit would best serve my Sagittariuses this month, please? Thank you. We got the hawk and the tarantula. I love hawk energy. We have a lot of hawks and eagles here in Montana, bald eagles and golden eagles. But hawks have been with me on my journey for a long time. And I feel like every time I see a hawk, I feel like spirit is watching me like a hawk. They understand what it is that I want, what it is that I'm after, and they are literally keeping an eye out for me, right? And so that's that like hawk energy, is like being very clear on who you are, being very clear on what you want, being very clear and having that hawk eye view on the things that you're after, and only allowing yourself to align and go after those things, right? And the tarantula, when you think about spiders in general, tarantulas, I don't think weave webs. They're pretty much solo. They cruise around in the desert. They're very they belong in the desert, and there's a lot of like fire energy there, but it's slow, it's meticulous, and there is this need to understand that you don't have to create a web for prey to come into, right? Like you literally just have to keep moving. You have to keep on your journey. And as you keep on your journey, you're going to come across the food that you need, the resources that you need. There's no need to build the web for them to stick to. It's you taking the necessary steps forward that you're feeling guided to take every day, to being that in that aligned action, and synchronized with your own frequency, with your own abilities, with your own gifts and the guidance that you're getting every day, and following that, and you will literally be led to every resource that you need, my beautiful Saggies. Okay, I'm going to pull a oracle card now for you, an oracle message. What oracle message would best serve my Sagittariuses this month, please? Thank you, Spirit. Crossing fate. Yeah. So knowing that when something is destined for you, it cannot miss you. And when you have this true heart's desire and you have this commitment to that path or whatever that is, when you're so committed to it and it's in alignment with your truest heart's desire, you literally cross that line of fate. It is destined for you, and it is your desire for a reason. Your heart and your soul already knows why that thing is in your field and why you're desiring it, because there's something bigger here that you have signed up for and committed to on a soul level before you came into this incarnation. So you just have to see through the eyes of the soul and understand that you may not, on an ego and mental logical level, understand why you want that thing, but if it calls to your heart and is so deep within you, you just align with that fate and know that if it's for you, it cannot miss you, and if it misses you, it wasn't meant for you. So you just have to keep doing what you're doing, moving along, doing your craft. Where was that card? Focusing on your craft, focusing on the things you need to focus on, taking inspired action, and only saying yes to the things that really resonate with your soul. Okay, and I'm going to pull one last card for you, Sagittarius, which is going to be a moon card, which is the energy that you need to be in this month. And Sagittarius, this is a big time. You know, we're in eclipse season. There's a lot of shifts and transformations happening, and there is also Mercury retrograde coming in. I just dropped half the deck and I'm not going to pick those up, but protection did fall out in my lap. So just know that you are protected through all of these transitions and changes. This is you kind of resting in this nest while spirit leads the way. Just be really, if you're aligned and you are in alignment, mind, body, and spirit, and what your thoughts, words, and actions are, and you are committed to that heart's goal, you're protected through your journey in every step of the way. And if you want support through this, because we're going into Mercury retrograde soon and we're in this eclipse season right now, there's a lot of shit transitioning. I wasn't meaning to say shit. I was going to say shifts, but a lot of shit transitioning and a lot of shifts happening on a very quick and rapid level. This is happening on a very visceral and cellular level right now within everybody in the collective, but this will start to show up in our physical reality soon as well. And so with this, if you resonate with it or you want some more support, I do have card readings that you can book in my description box below. I also have a soul aligned mastermind that is open right now, enrollment, and will close on the 15th, and our first meeting will be on the 18th of May, and this will be a 12-month container that I will literally hold you in support for a full year, and you will be supported by other conscious, beautiful beings to help you up level into your most soul aligned self. So if this resonates with you, please check the description box below. And if this was a really resonant and a reading that really spoke to you, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel, share this with a friend, and watch your rising and moon sign as well to get the fullness out of what May holds in store for you guys. I love you, and we'll see you on the next video. Peace.